Hi, my name's Peter. I grew up in Western New York, and I came from a wonderful family of origin, very loving family. And despite that, I knew from a very young age that I loved alcohol and substances. And in New York, in the 70s, when I came of age, bars stayed open until 4 a.m. So it was really easy to drink a lot, and we did. And that started the train rolling. And it never got better. It always got worse. It changed over the years, but it never lessened in its intensity. It gained in its intensity, and I would switch one substance for another. There was a specific moment when I realized that I was completely powerless over all the prescription drugs that I was taking and mixing together. I had a series of events that I was responsible for that were very big career events, and it didn't make any difference. I still took handfuls of these drugs, and it could have gone very badly had I not had the people around me that I did. And it was at that moment that I realized I could go one of two ways, and the one way would be off a cliff and die. The other way would be to reach out for help, and I was fortunate because I have a musical colleague who knew Dr. Lando and said, you should probably call this lady. You would probably work well with her. And so I did call her, and I did work very, very well with her. Dr. Lando and I worked together with the Arise model, and I invited 24 musical colleagues, family, close friends, and Dr. Lando led the intervention. But I was allowed to be instrumental in its organization, which was a very interesting, albeit terrifying, way to go. I learned a lot, and by the end of the day, it was the most exhausted I've ever been in my life, including trekking in the Himalayas and mountain biking the Andes. It was exhausting. I wasn't surprised that these people would come support me. I wasn't surprised at their reaction either. I mean, there was a chance for them to let me know how my behavior had affected them on an individual basis. So going around the room and listening to 20 people that I cared deeply about, that was educational and not easy, but very highly effective. I'm grateful that when I did reach out, I found somebody that I could relate to, that I could instantly respect, that wasn't going to put up with any nonsense for me. When you think of intervention in the classic sense, it's a confrontational model, and this wasn't a confrontation. It was a loving and firm and direct exchange of information, which was really positive and really helpful. Dr. Lando, she orchestrated the intervention and took us through the model, and it pretty much went step by step the way she said it was going to. And it's a model that I really respect. I've never had to endure a classic intervention, nor do I ever wish to. But this model was impressive. It worked well, and it's still working. I'm here.